Tuesday.
And we're in Santa Monica! Well, that's me and Claire, but we'll get back to that. As for now, I decided I'm going to stop sulking in bed. I'm going to get the hell up, give myself a proper shave, brush my teeth, maybe get myself some proper breakfast. I headed over to the gym. I found that it was absolutely empty. I did a workout, my face way too stern, and I decided I'm not going to the lab today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my spirits and enjoy the last few days of my vacation. Instead, me and Claire went to the pier and rode the roller coaster. Philip, I can't believe you let me show LA before you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Hypocritically, this got me thinking about responsibility. More specifically, taking responsibility for your own actions. I am choosing to shirk off work in my lab. I'm doing it because ultimately I think it will help my master's degree more than it will hurt it. And when they get mad at me for not going into the lab and doing research, I will own up to it and I will agree with whatever they deem is appropriate punishment if they deem it so. But too much, it seems like we as a society are just shirking that personal responsibility onto someone else. Onto the universe, onto a metaphorical they, onto your parents, somebody else, your teachers. Not me, not you as a person. You know, I had one student. She was terrible. She could not be ready for class once. And when she got a poor grade, what did she do? She went to complain to my boss, tell me to raise her grade. And you know what? I had to. It doesn't matter that she didn't deserve that better grade. She decided that she does because she decided that I was the one at fault. Or the universe was at fault. Or that her equipment failed. Whatever it wasn't her. She couldn't own up to her own mistakes and accept the consequences of those mistakes. I am choosing to make a mistake right now, and I will own to those consequences if it comes to it. There's a great article about taking responsibility for your own mistakes in The Art of Manliness. If you haven't heard of it before, The Art of Manliness is this great life hack website. It has all kinds of interesting articles about everything from how to shave to how to interview for a job and even personal responsibility. The link is in the description below. Check it out. If you don't recognize it, here's the abyss, what me and Philip call the end of the pier, where you look into infinite darkness, where you will end up if you can't take responsibility for your own actions. What reminded me of all this is you, Sammy. You were late on your last video, which means it's time for you to be punished. But instead, you try to weasel out a bit. Maybe explain yourself. You didn't just own up to what you did. Nonetheless, you have the honor of being the very first punishment. And here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you 3 options, and you're going to have 1 month to pick one and do it. Here are your 3 options. You can eat 1 balut. What's a balut? This is a balut. I know, kind of gross, but it's a Filipino delicacy. Number 2, you can dress up in full drag, hair, makeup, heels, of course. Go into Walmart and buy a condom. Number 3, you can take an ice bath while reciting Robert Frost's poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. So Philip, Sammy?
That's it. I gotta go. I'm on a horse.